Hello, it's Mira, your favorite Mary Kay sales director, and today I'm going to teach you a little bit about the art of closing the sale. Now, one of the most common mistakes that professional salespeople make, whether they're in direct sales, network marketing, or whether they sell cars or insurance or medical equipment, is they don't close the sale. So, when you're in a traditional retail environment, there is a cash wrap. And when customers have made their selections, they come up to the cash wrap or to the register and they check out. And it's very clear what the close of the sale is. So, even within that, because I have worked in a retail environment and I did for many years, there are still things at the register that you are trying to add on. You're trying to round up, get them to buy socks, get them to open a credit card, get them to spend a little bit more so they can get a coupon for next time. All of those things. Those things, because there's no cash wrap per se, your closing is happening around a table. So a lot of consultants in a lot of different, particularly network marketing settings, don't close their sale. So let me tell you what the sales closing looks like. Now, I just did a virtual party where it was supposed to be bingo, and it ended up there weren't very many people who were able to get on live. So most of my presentation was also closing. So I went through the products that were on the bingo card and I did my show and tell. I talked about the price. I talked about how I would use them. I talked about how wonderful each product was. And when you get to the end of a party, whether it's a virtual party or an in-person party, you're going to use some tools that the company has created for you to close the sale. Now, no matter what industry you're watching in, so if you're watching this and you're not in Mary Kay, you can still use these closing questions to help refocus the mind of the client and get them into decision-making mode. That will help. These questions will help trigger whatever their buying emotion is and will help you be able to really understand what they need and how you can best help them solve the problem that they're having, which is why they sought the product that you're selling out in the first place. So the first thing I'm going to do is share my screen and I'm going to show you let's see if it will do that. I'm going to show you the lead-ins to individual consultation from the brand new virtual color chart. So this is from a makeup party, and it starts out where you have them do their makeup with color cards, and they all got a Color for Life placemat. So here's the one for skincare. So this is what you would use at the end of a skincare class. This has all of the sets. And when you're doing a miracle set close, you would talk about you would say, this is the products we use today. This is the price point. And you would maybe point out whatever other products you used at the party. So your flip chart this is the color one, like I said. So it has right here in this screen, it shows you what's on the color chart. And it has, so this is your table close. So your table close is with a group. If everyone will take a look at this set sheet that I put in your packet, and as you look over these sets, circle the one that you would like to buy if money were no object. And then when we speak individually, I'm going to tell you more about how you can earn some of those products for free. Last, I'm going to give you just a minute to look over all these great sets, but please feel free to ask me any questions you have. So since this is for virtual, that's how you're going to do it. And you might even go into the descriptions of the different sets and say their price points. I like to, especially when I'm doing skincare, I like to have the products, I like to hold them so people can see what the size of the product is, what they're getting for the value for their dollar, and just really romance them. And I hold them as if they're my best possession, their most favorite thing in the world, and I really, really love them. So now let's go down and look at the closing question. So this also has some things that will direct them to your app. I haven't gotten a chance to check out all of the new virtual flip charts, but I'm super excited because I have been doing this since before there was a virtual flip chart. All right, so you take the after picture. Next time you can apply makeup, you're going to use this picture for reference. So that's part of your thing. All right, thank you for making this a fantastic virtual party. Then you're going to repeat any special promotions that you would like to offer because you probably said it once with the closing sheet. You might even said it again in the middle of the party. It's important to say it a third time. And you want to repeat the Mary Kay product promise. And you want to just remind people that that we never compromise when it comes to the quality and safety of our products. We make the product decisions based on scientific facts and not opinions. And we push the boundaries of innovation to consistently surprise and delight you. We always put you first. And we also have a 100% money back guarantee. So if you're not completely satisfied with your item, it can be exchanged for something that you will love, or we can help you get your money back from the company. So, successes in the follow-up. So you're going to do individual follow-ups. Now, if you're doing this as a virtual party, I recommend going into messenger rooms or doing a face-to-face video call or a phone call or even a video chat to close the sale. So the individual parties, you're going to, so the questions on this, because it's for the color consultation, is going to say, you're going to use your second appointment placemat. That's where the questions that you will want is going to be on the back of that second appointment placemat. And you can ask questions like these also to help. How would you want to personalize your palette? I always like to start with, so what did you try tonight that you would love to have in your bathroom tomorrow? How do you want to personalize your palette? You can modify the products in these bundles based on your own preferences. And let's see if they have the questions on here. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Did you have a good time tonight? How do you feel like your makeup looks? Or if your skincare, how does your skin look? Do you have any questions for me? So what did you like best about the color products that you tried? How would you like to personalize your palette? What would you like to wake up to in your bathroom tomorrow? Okay, what are your favorite products? If money were no object, what would you want to take home with you? And then they're going to answer you, and they're going to say all the things. And you say, is there anything else you'd like to add? How would you like to take care of this? You seem to enjoy yourself at the party, so I'd love to give you some information about the Mary Kay opportunity. You also want to talk about hosting at this point. So especially if there's things that if her money is no object, there'd be lots to buy, but she has a little budget. You say, I'd love to have you host a party just like this with some of your girlfriends so that you could earn some products for free. What do you think about that? So as you can see, I'm asking a lot of good questions. Because I've been in network marketing for a very long time, I've been to a lot of parties, both Mary Kay and otherwise, and a number of them, there is no closing at the end. Basically, the pampered chef lady passes out. She made the food for us. She demonstrated everything. And then she passes out the catalogs and order forms and then goes in the kitchen and starts cleaning up all the stuff. And even though people will go through and mark off their order forms, it is so important to take just a little bit of time to let the hostess clean up and for you to go around and speak to people individually. Now, it's great if you can pull them off to the side one-on-one. If, like, say you're sitting around a table and there's a little seating area that's just out of earshot, main earshot, where people can still see you and see that you're not, giving her the full court press, but you're able to give her some privacy because money really is a private matter. That's the best. That's the best possible scenario. I have my living room, which is my Mary Kay showroom, set up that way. So we have a dining room table and chairs, but then there's also a seating area where I can sit and do personal consultations. And they're both, in view of everything. There's a clear path to the door so people don't feel trapped. That's ideal. But if there's just not space for that, I like to get down on my knees because I'm quite tall and go around. And so I'm sitting here in this chair. So I would get down on my knees right here. And because I'm tall, I'm going to be eye level with most women. I try to get a little bit lower if I'm above their eye level. So that I'm looking at them. So I'm looking into their eyes like this and I say, "Did you have a good time? What was your favorite product?" And I kind of whisper, so they have to lean in to hear me. Like, "Well, what would you like to take home with you if money were no object?" "Okay. What else? What else do you want? What else would you like to add to that?" "Okay, great. How would you like to take care of that?" "Well, I see that there's some things on your wish list that you didn't get tonight. Would you be interested in earning some of that for free?" "Okay. Well, I'd love to have you be a party host. Why don't we talk after I've talked to everybody else about what could be a good date maybe to do a party just like this?" And that's how I would do it in person. Now, what I like and hate about doing virtual is that you don't have that opportunity to be face to face, voice to voice in the same way. You can call them, you can message them, you can do all that stuff, but they may not answer you right away. And so I always send a little message. I let people know that I'm going to do that. And then I send a little message right away. "Thanks for being at the party tonight." And I start doing follow up with the person who responds to me right away. Now, sometimes it takes a little bit more follow up to get the closing done for the virtual parties. But the great thing is you put it out there when it's convenient for you, and she answers you when it's convenient for her. And so you may not always see the fruit of those parties right away, but I promise they do come. So let's see. I think the most important thing besides, we saw our closing tools, our closing questions and our closing tools. And then you're going to want to get your objections really down for this. I already bought a supply of brand X. I don't have any money. My husband would kill me. I like it, but I've been allergic to Mary Kay in the past. So I prefer with the allergy one, particularly with makeup or skincare where they have it on their face, they're not having a reaction yet. I like to suggest, instead of a big miracle set, I suggest that they try, if they want to buy something and take it home and try it a little more, that they buy one of those 21-day go kits, because that will give them enough product to know whether it's going to work for them or not. I don't want them to take home a $100 miracle set and return it. I want them to take a $25 go set, try it out, and if they don't love it, it's little enough product that they'll pass it on to their neighbor or their aunt or their best friend. And then you might get a customer out of her because without any work on your part. And especially makeup, because all of our products are reformulated fairly regularly. So if they had a reaction 20 years ago, chances are they're not going to have one now. But I would prefer to defer the purchase if they want to take some time to think about it for the allergy reason. That is the main one that I personally prefer to do. So once you have taken the orders, make sure that you fill them. And within 2 days of her receiving her order, whether that's customer delivery serviced by you, mailed, personally delivered, within 2 days of her receiving her order, send her a quick message, leave her a voicemail, find out, make sure she's taken it out of the package, because we all do that. I do that. I love to shop. I love to shop online. It happens I still have new clothes I bought probably 8 weeks ago that I have not even taken the tags off because I haven't worn it yet. And then there's things like this that I got yesterday in the mail, and I'm wearing it immediately because it was exactly what I wanted on the day that I got it. So 2 days after she gets her order to make sure she's taken it out of the package, 2 weeks to make sure that she's using it, that she's tried it out at least twice, and then 2 months to see if she's out of anything else, if there's anything else that has caught her eye, and what her reorder rate, like basically how fast she's using the product that she's gotten from you. So that is my simple advice on closing your appointments to make your sales increase and to show that you are an expert in the field of personal sales. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me about them. It's mira4mk@hotmail.com. Have a great